Well, Pat used to have these poppers behind the bar. You know, it was Paul that started saying, and I didn't even know what they were. And I said to somebody one night, what are they? He said, there's more harm, he said, in that vodka, he said, than there is in these. So then one Wednesday night, as I was saying, I was sitting upstairs with the kids, and next thing there was police everywhere, upstairs, going through. And he waved a piece of paper at me, but he's supposed to have a search warrant, but I didn't see it. I don't think he had. And went down and they opened the cupboard and they arrested some of the bar staff, myself and Mary, the lesbian. Remember, they're all saying Breda was locked up with the lesbian. I know, yeah. But and then they took us down to the station and they locked me in. And I'm terribly claustrophobic and left the children behind. And I mean, John, the DJ, looked after the children. My sister came over. They had no idea, you know, like, no idea. And anyway, to cut a long story short, then they when Pat, of course, they knew when Pat went home. They knew Pat went out on a Wednesday night. They obviously knew that. So Pat came home that night and they told Pat what happened. Well, no mobiles then. Pat didn't have a mobile then. And he came straight down and he said, let my wife go. And I looked out this, anyway, I had to come up out of the cell. They brought a doctor to me because I was really bad. And the doctor said, I'll give you a Valium, take it when you get home. I said, I'm bloody taking it now. I was in such a state. So then he was taking me back to the cell and I was dragging him back. I said, please don't lock me up again. So they put me with Mary, a lesbian barmaid. I often wonder what happened to her. And I took the Valium. And anyway, eventually Pat turned up and they let me out with this young solicitor who's useless. I mean, I didn't know my rights. I didn't know that what they did was completely wrong. And when I was sitting waiting for the solicitor to take me home, actually 2 policemen sat beside me. They said, this is all wrong, but we can't say anything. And they came in to see Pat in the pub. And they were gay because they could say nothing, they could do nothing, you know. And they said, are you okay? I said, I'll never be all right again. Yeah. And then it happened again. And I think Lily was on. And they went in, did they arrest Lily? They had the least trouble with our pubs. Anytime we had to call them was like that night at the... And then another time that happened again, a crowd came in. We never had trouble in the pub, never. Pat had a doorman. We had doormen when we got the 2 o'clock licence, then we obviously had doormen. But like, it was such an easy pub. It was lovely.
I used to sneak in there.
The only trouble we got out there was with heterosexuals, I'll be honest, in all honesty.